And there they go. I wonder if this is the English version, actually. Ah, it is! Ooh, Strizer with the faster text match. Although, looks like there's a 1 second delay between the two runners in terms of time. So it looks like Strizer's ahead, but they may actually be synced. Krunchylex with a nice climb. Strizer goes with the safer. Krunchylex showing off how the beam works, accidentally shoots the floor from under him. There's not much to say about the beginning of the game. It's pretty straightforward. And again, almost everything in this game is straightforward. Adam tells you that there's some life form in the quarantine bay. It turns out it's the same frog that Samus killed in AMR2. I'm really curious as to how these runners are going to match up in terms of skill level. I know that they have differing PBs, but I wonder if Strizer improved a little bit, or if Krunchylex got a little bit rusty. It turns out Strizer is actually in the lead. Strizer taking it very carefully. Still maintaining that lead, but with that 1 second difference, I think they might actually still be synced. So it's a pretty close race. Alright, so both runners are now headed over to the missile, which is the first upgrade of the game. Unlike other Metroids, they give you missiles first. Well, now that I think about it, Metroid 2 has you start with both missiles and Morph Ball, huh? It's really interesting. Well, either way, both runners have the missile upgrade, and now they're going over to their first boss. First boss is a shout out to Metroid 2, I believe. Alright, it's time to guess the number of Lidor beams we're going to see here. Strizer with 1, Crunchy 1. Ooh, both kind of sporting the same RNG, except Crunchy gets 1 beam, Strizer gets 3 so far. Not that bad, not that bad. I'd say it's a 5 to 6 second difference. Definitely beats a 12 beam. Both runners chose not to do double missiles, so I don't know if the double missile Idor is in the repertoire or not. To me, it looked like they just didn't even try for it. Strizer were even more bad luck in the roll, while Krunchylex finishing off Arachnus and extending that lead. You know, with the zombies in the main deck, I wonder if they could do like a Metroid spin-off of The Walking Dead, where Metroid is Rick Grimes and Adam is Carol. Be really interesting to watch. IMO. Krunchylex deciding to get the main deck missiles, so the Strizer, so there will be no advantage here, or disadvantage, in terms of missile count and time lost. As you can see here, we get our first glimpse of the enemy, SA Extreme. As you play through the game, you find out that SAX actually has all of Samus's abilities, despite the fact that SAX only shows Samus having the Varia suit and no sign of the speed booster. But SAX does have the Ice Beam, and if you're familiar with the story, Samus at her current state is very much immune, or not immune, vulnerable to ice, because she did, they made a vaccine out of a Metroid, and she took the Metroid's vulnerability. Right at this point in the game, Sector 1 is all about missile management. Krunchylex already has health missing, so Krunchylex may be missing. Oh, he takes a hit from one of those amoeba-looking things. Yeah, so he's going to be... oh, he's tinking on the stabilizer. You definitely want to make sure that when you're going through Sector 1, that all of your missiles hit. You don't tink any missiles, and you don't get hit, because missile management is kind of important here if you want a faster Sector 1. Strizer getting hit by the frog, so he's kind of low on some health here. So is Crunchy. So this is most likely the reason why they chose to pick up the main deck missile. They're not very comfortable with missile management and health management in Sector 1. So having an extra 5 missiles here will definitely be of some use to them. Crunchy decides that he wants to farm the frogs before leaving the room. Strizer will do the same, except he's still waiting for the door. Crunchy with some really good RNG on that stabilizer. Wow, Strizer too. I wonder if they both have the same RNG seed. Crunchy decided to go Rambo on these space pirates, not using any missiles at all. And I guess he was trying to do a flying elbow at one of the pirates. If Samus was a professional wrestler, what would Samus's stage name be? Ooh, Crunchy attempting doubles here. He really lucky there. He got 3 eyes in a row, 0 beams. Meanwhile, Strizer's very first eye was a beam, and he's got 2 beams now, and he's going to answer with 2 beams. So Crunchy, overall, getting the better RNG up until this point. Oh, Crunchy trying to do some swag strats here. Accidentally ledge grabs and climbs when he meant to spin jump. So Strizer catches up a little bit on that minor mistake by Crunchy. Yeah, it looks to me like the race is still really close. Despite the fact that Crunchy has been getting better RNG so far, Strizer seems to be catching up on better movement. So we're gonna see how this plays out later when the tables turn and hopefully Strizer equalizes that RNG or gets better RNG than Crunchy. Strizer almost falling off before killing the atmospheric stabilizer, which would have cost him a lot of time there. Good thing he did not fall through. So both runners are now complete with Sector 1 and are making their way to Sector 2. If you've been watching Metroid Fusion, you'll know that Sector 2 is pretty dangerous, especially for those runners that are not very comfortable with it or don't have that much experience. It's notable for having a bunch of Zoros, which deal 45 damage to you, and if you're an any percent player, at this point in Sector 2, you have only 1 E-tank. So, what is that, 5 hits? If you take 5 hits, 2, 45, 9, yeah, 5 hits, you're dead. You need to be absolutely sure that you can get past these Zoros with no problems. Yeah, in my opinion, this race is still very close. And the reason why is because they're going to come up on a boss called Zazabi, which, in my opinion, is the worst boss in the game because the RNG that it can give you varies so much that if you were on a PB pace and he gave you the worst RNG, you're likely to reset because you could waste so much time waiting for the vulnerability to show up. Now, with that in mind, in a race, Zazabi could be the great equalizer. Strizer could easily catch up or take the lead on a better Zazabi RNG. Krunchylex navigating through the zigzag room of Sector 2 in the big room, while Strizer taking a hit there. He needs to be really careful here, because after killing that Zoro on the ground, it quickly turns into an X and tries to respawn on the wall where Samus is. So you need to, like, as soon as you kill that Zoro, you need to be really quick about climbing that wall. Strizer keeping it close. Both runners taking at least one hit so far. Krunchylex taking another hit. Strizer decides to jump over that second Zoro, which is about the same time loss, I believe, if not a little bit faster than getting hit by the Zoro. Krunchylex keeping the pace. Strizer not that far behind. Both runners now have bombs and are going to make their way to Zazabi. How long do you think it's going to take before Krunchylex falters and gives up the lead? Or do you think Strizer does not have a chance at all and could never catch up or take the lead? It's a very interesting race. I see a lot of Crunchy fans in the chat. How devastating would it be if Strizer won? Oh, Strizer forgetting to plant the bomb before dealing with the Rio. He's gonna lose a little bit of time there. And he takes a few hits from Pancakes. Krunchylex, though, non-stop movement and action from Krunchylex. Brilliantly navigating through Sector 2, killing that thorny side hopper. He's gonna make his way to the eye door. Strizer about a room and a half behind. Like I said, Zazabi can do some damage in terms of RTA. So we'll see what happens here. Krunchylex. Don't forget the eye beam though. He's on 2, 3 beams. Strizer on 2, 3. Is he gonna get a 4? 3 beams from both runners. No time lost there on RNG. Here we go, Crunchy with 1 jump. Strizer with 1 jump. 2. Crunchy with 2 jumps so far. Strizer with 2 already. Oh no! Crunchy maxes out. He maxes out the last set. I think he's got a 7 jump total here, and I think Strizer also gets a 7 jump. So both runners with the same amount of jumps. Although Strizer could not kill the final phase of Zazabi in 1 round. He's gonna lose some time here, and Crunchy ends up extending his lead over Strizer. Really, really good boss fight for both runners. Well, maybe not so much for Strizer with a minor mistake that cost him about, 3 seconds or something like that. Both runners had 7 jumps, so it could have been he could have kept it close. Strizer faking the fans out, huh? You thought he was gonna do some sack skip action. The only thing he's skipping is the sack skip. Krunchylex with a missed wall jump there. It's pretty common, actually, for inexperienced runners to miss a wall jump there because of that gap that you see. Wall jump mechanics is not the same as Super Metroid, where in Super Metroid, basically any part of Samus must be touching or at least near touching a wall for Samus to be able to wall jump. In Metroid Fusion and Zero Mission, the bottom pixel, bottom corner, basically Samus's bottom part or her foot must be touching a wall in order for you to wall jump. So in that room, if you wall jump too high, Samus's foot could be touching the space between the two platforms. So timing is pretty important there. I tried to explain something and just didn't know what I was talking about anymore. Alright, so Krunchylex now in Sector 4. Strizer not that far behind. Ceres is also another boss that could equalize this run. Optimally, you would kill Ceres in 2 shots. However, there is small RNG involved, and if both runners know the patterns of Ceres, they should be able to deal with that RNG and have a clean fight. However, Ceres is kind of difficult in terms of getting those 2 shots in. Those 2 shots cannot be any shot. They have to be point-blank charge beam shots. So if you're slow to react, or you don't know what the pattern is, you could easily miss your chance for a 2-round Ceres. Since we're in the Sector 4 Aquarium sector, which gravity suit do you think is the best looking gravity suit? Alright, Krunchylex navigating the puzzle room of Sector 4 with no problems. Strizer the same. And they will both be making their way to Ceres. As you can see, Ceres is already dead. What does that mean? Well, it means the X killed Ceres and took over Ceres' body. Crunchy with a 1, 2 beams. Meanwhile, Strizer, chance to catch up here, 0 beams. Easy every time. Crunchy getting set up for the first shot, and it looks good to me. About Strizer. Looks good to me too. Crunchy on his way for his second shot. Oh! This is Strizer's chance to catch up. Although Crunchy did get the two-shot kill. Strizer misses the point-blank shot and will have to deal with another wave of speed booster from Ceres. That was his chance. That was his chance. And now Crunchy is going to extend his lead even more. Strizer getting very impatient with his charge beam shot. That's the last thing you want to do against Ceres. You want to make sure that you have clean point-blank shot against Ceres. Otherwise, you're going to be dealing with a 4, 5, or 6 round here. Strizer finally finishing Ceres off. And the pressure is on him now to catch up. Crunchy's on his way to lower the water levels. Oh no, Strizer! Strizer almost goes for the Olympic triple somersault dive there into the water. Realized that he did not pick the speed booster up. Oh, can someone say missile of shame? Crunchy dropping that speed booster, forced to pick that missile up that you don't normally get in any percent. This is the mark of shame. Although Crunchy redeems himself with a low height, very nice. Good execution on that low height there. Strizer looks like he's also going to be shameful and pick up the missile of shame. Oh no, he gets it at the very last frame. I think that's the very last frame. Although he did not run back, he's not going to get a speed booster here. Nope. You need to run back if you want to recharge another speed booster. Although I don't think that's part of his plan though, because he looked like he knew exactly what he's doing. Hitting that wall and going straight down to the point where he needs to run for the next speed booster. Strizer just casually ignoring the green X. He knows he's got this box fight easy peasy. I don't need another 2 missiles, he said. Meanwhile, Krunchylex is maxed out on missiles. He should have no problems for Sector 3 and the remaining missiles after the box fight. So now that we are in the heated sector, what is your favorite Varia suit? I think Fusion Varia suit is the best suit ever made. Alright, Crunchy finished his conversation with Adam. Meanwhile, Strizer just starting his conversation. Crunchy could not get that frame-perfect shine charge, but no worry, it's no run ender. It's just for swag, trust me. Let's see if Strizer can get it. Ooh. That is a no-go. Ooh, Strizer almost dropping his speed booster, and he would have been forced to run back to get another one. Good reaction on Strizer's part to correct his mistake and finish that room with minimal time lost. Crunchy with 35 missiles coming up on the box fight. More than enough. He's gonna spend 6 here though. See if he can get that data spark. Nope. Oh, Strizer forgetting to plant the bomb before picking up the missile. He just lost 3 seconds there. Oh, and he lost another 3 seconds. Not destroying that beam block before entering that shaft. Good idea on Strizer's part there, though, to jump over that side hopper. I know that missile management is very important here because you need at least 5 missiles after killing bots. 2 for killing the side hoppers and 3 for the missile barrier in Sector 6. Crunchy has 16, no problems at all. He could kill every single enemy here with a missile and not worry about it. Strizer having tons of... You don't want to kill box there! Draw him all the way back to the right. Oh no, Strizer's gonna have to wait a lot longer than Crunchy had to wait because he killed Box so far away from his death escape point, and Box crawls. Like, when you kill him, he crawls. So it takes a long time to wait for him to leave. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Krunchylex already in Sector 6 and leaving the navigation room. Strizer yet to leave Sector 3. Still needs to... Oh, I'm sorry. Crunchy was still in Sector 3. What am I saying? I don't know. Text gets me confused. Well then, the lead's not as large as I thought. Strizer talking to Adam. Adam is saying, hey, you can't go to Sector 5. Don't go to Sector 5. What does that mean to a casual player when the game tells you not to go somewhere? Hey, don't go to Sector 5. Can't go to Sector 5. Oh, I'll go to Sector 5. Crunchy now in Sector 6 and talking to Adam. Adam should say here, congratulations for not going to Sector 5. If you didn't go. Alright, coming up in Sector 6, there is going to be another SAX encounter. It's fairly easy, fairly straightforward. I don't see any... Ooh, Crunchy! Deciding to get some swag on with the diagonal spark. Completely unnecessary. But he does it anyway. So, you may have noticed Krunchylex did not bomb the wall out in the room with the missile barrier. And the reason for that is because Crunchy picked up the Missile of Shame. So he does not need that missile pack. Strizer with some safety save strats here. He's not going to have Speed Booster, and he'll have to deal with the bugs here in a slow manner. Well, I mean, it's still faster than what Crunchy did. So I think Strizer gained a little bit of time there on Crunchy. Strizer subconsciously plants a bomb on the wall there. No, I take that back. Strizer actually got out of the water station, so he will need that missile pack. Oh, Crunchy jumping a little bit too high there, baiting SAX's beam. If you jump too high there, SAS will actually shoot at you first before chasing you. However, if you jump low enough to get a part of your beam to hit her, then she'll just, SAS will just run at you instead of shooting first. Krunchylex with that 0 beam hype. Krunchylex, I think, has been getting some really good RNG lately. We're about a third of the way in now. So maybe he will continue to get good RNG. Definitely gets a good fight there, the 4-shot Megacore and the double to start. That was not a double, and he falls into the water. He's going to have a hard time manipulating the core here for the last double. I don't think he's going to get it. Yeah, but at least he has one. I still think that is a win in my books. Strizer getting a 2, 3, 4 beams. Very, very unfortunate. He's already behind. Oh, Strizer unable to control that Megacorex, but I do think that. Oh no, he does a spin jump and pseudo screw attacks a satellite instead. You want to make sure that you don't pseudo screw attack here when you fight the Megacorex. Otherwise, you'll just be hitting Megacorex's satellite and not be doing any damage to Megacorex at all. It looked like a really good start until he started pseudo screw attacking. Meanwhile, Crunchy exiting Sector 6 now. Huh? How did that thing download my jams? Said Adam. And now Adam is on the hunt. He's looking for those software download pirates. Strizer having a little bit of difficulty climbing this shaft here. You need a max height jump there if you want a wall jump. Alright, now that we have the best looking barrier suit in all of Metroid history, we are going over to Sector 5 so that we can deal with the extreme temperatures with no problems. Alright, so the big deal about Sector 5 here is that you go through this sector so many times that you could legitimately forget where you are in the run. Trust me on this. One day you're racing against a world record holder and you're like, man, I'm right next to this guy and I'm winning maybe. And then suddenly you are 2 minutes behind. All because you forgot where you were. Strizer now entering Sector 5. Krunchylex has a really strong lead at this point. I would give it maybe a 3-minute lead. So Crunchy should not squander this lead. This is a very, very strong lead. And I'm saying this now because who knows what might happen soon. It almost sounds to me like a commentator's curse. Crunchy getting hit by one of those slugs, forcing him to not get the speed booster. Crunchy, lucky Crunchy, does not forget to pick up the ice missiles on his way out of Sector 5. Meanwhile, Strizer is on his way down to unlock those yellow doors, those pesky yellow doors. Everything's looking pretty good on Crunchy's side. I have not seen any huge mistakes. Minor errors here or there, but it's nothing too big that may give him some problems. If I was a betting man, I would say Crunchy is probably on pace with his PB. Strizer overshooting the pad to unlock the door. Sometimes you just forget. It looked like he tried to open the yellow door before activating it. Strizer having a little bit of difficulty climbing up that last part of that room. Emergency in Sector 3. What's the name of the voice actor of that announcer lady? Almost sounds like Natalie Portman. Oh, chat starting it. Emergency in Franker Z. Here comes the spam. 6 minutes till main boiler explosion. So it is confirmed by somebody in the chat that Crunchy is actually ahead of his PB. He's been practicing, he's been commentating, he knows the deal about Metroid Fusion, and now he's going to show you. We're gonna see blue numbers at the end of this race. Am I right? Crunchy looking very good at the start of Emergency. Strizer, one room away from the big red screen. Hey look, I'm playing on the Virtua Boy. Crunchy taking a few hits, but I don't think he's in any danger right now. He has more than enough missiles to get through the rest of Emergency. Crunchy's actually looking really good for a 430 wide beam, provided the eye door is 0. So we'll see. Really nice freeze on that side. There's the 0 beam! Okay, he got it. It was just about to close. I would give it a low 430, high 420. He misses on that first double attempt. And he gets the second one though, so that's good. Very... Oh, and the sweet spot. Very nice. Meanwhile, Strizer, not that far off. According to in-game time, he's about 1.5 minutes behind in-game time. So I would put him at roughly 3 minutes still. So Strizer's doing his best to keep up here, while Crunchy is just burning them trails, blazing, going fast. It's almost like this game is Sonic or something. Oh, Strizer having difficulty freezing these stretchies. Manages to clear them though. Crunchy doing a very nice climb here, using those stretchies as platforms. You don't want to use the ladders too much. The ladders are slow. Use the wall jump. Strizer also sporting a 0 beam eye door. Although I don't think he's trying to set up for a double here. He's gonna have to kill this core in 4 hits. He's gonna bait it as high as he can or not. Okay, just based off the timer, Strizer lost about 10 seconds to Crunchy this split. So Crunchy just pulling ahead at every moment in this game. Is there anything Strizer can do to equalize this? Or is he trying to hope that Crunchy messes up somewhere? Crunchy on his way to save the animals. The animals. Which animal from any Metroid game is your favorite? Crunchy's setting up. Oh, I don't think he set up properly. He may. Ooh. He told me to shut up. As Crunchy gets that very nice shine break here and opens the doors for the animals. A 1, a 2, a 3 animals pop right out of the door. That's above average RNG for Crunchy. He's pretty good animals. It's not mind-numbingly slow that you usually get in your runs. Meanwhile, Strizer just leaving Sector 3 now. And he's gonna go ahead and go up the main deck. Erakuns and Takuras. I've met these intelligent beings before. Somewhat of a high five as Strizer passes where Krunchylex would be on his way up the elevator to meet and greet with the animals. Meanwhile, Krunchylex has been told to go back to Sector 5. Oh, Strizer does the intended way to deal with he tries the leap of faith there. Unfortunately, you have to extend that stretchy. So, costly mistake on his part. Frozen enemies take like 6 or 7 seconds before they can be unfrozen. So, definitely a costly mistake there. If it were me, I probably would have just reset the room. A 1, a 2, and a 3. Strizer with the worst RNG of the 2. Those silly animals, always bothering people. Let's see if Krunchylex sets up for the Shine Spark here. I think he will. Because why wouldn't you? It's so swag. Oh, and he misses it. It looks like his Shine Spark wore off. His speed booster wore off at the first frame available in that room. That's unfortunate. Strizer done talking to animals and done having self-conversation, and decides self-conversation is boring. I want to talk to somebody. Let's talk to Adam. He's the only person I know. Huh. I heard a door open. Oh, is that SAS? Ooh! Ooh! Crunchy gets hit with the ice beam for 200 damage. No, it looked like 150? Still, that hurts! Imagine if you didn't have any iframes. Oh, Crunchy drops the power bomb a little too low there. He tried to do the Kadoom strat. Did not work out, so he's gonna go with the vanilla strat here. Meanwhile, Strizer just entering Sector 5 right now. I would say Strizer is still in this race when you consider the more difficult bosses coming up in succession. We call this the Gauntlet, where Crunchy and Strizer will have to fight 3 hardest bosses in the game. Well, Metroid might not be the hardest boss, but still, in quick succession. So we'll see how Crunchy fares for the Gauntlet. That power bomb data downloaded. You wouldn't download a power bomb. Strizer having a little bit of difficulty getting in the hole, and finally does. Let's see if he can avoid getting hit here. No problems. Meanwhile, Crunchy in the Spitter Corridor, one of the first rooms 0% runners hate. Because those spitters do massive damage. And you have to get past them to avoid picking that missile tank up. Strizer fails to speed boost there, and he's gonna have to spend a power bomb there, killing that power bomb barrier. So overall, Crunchy has been better at execution, able to get through rooms a lot faster on things like speed boostering through power bomb barriers. If Strizer hopes to catch up here, he needs to execute a little bit better than he currently is. Crunchy picking up the 4th and possibly final E-Tank for his run. At this point, I don't think Crunchy will pick anything else up. So that's it in terms of items. Alright, what kind of luck are we gonna get here? Another 0 beam! Uh-oh. Did Crunchy shoot a little too early? I think he's alright. If Yakuza's brown here, and he is, then he should be alright to... Ooh! Zero beam 1 round Yakuza. That's like a fable. That's like stuff of lore. That never happens. Oh, but Crunchy having some difficulty here dealing with the second phase. Second phase is all about skill. How quickly can you react to Yakuza's erratic movement? Seems like Crunchy may... Okay. Finally got rid of that pesky spider. Oh, and he lands a double there. Let's see if we can get another one. And he does. One more shot on that Corex. Set up the sweet spot. Nice. Krunchylex, I'm pretty sure, is still ahead of his PB with that 0 beam 1 round Yakuza. There's just no way Strizer can catch up in terms of RNG. That is the best luck that you can get for the hardest, not the hardest, but the worst boss in this game. The boss that makes you lose so much time. But hopefully Strizer can make do with what he has. Hopefully he will also get a 0 beam 1 round and keep the race interesting. But if not, that is a lot of time added to Crunchylex's lead. Krunchylex space jumping through the power plant thing full of vines. One last encounter with the SAS before we actually have to fight it. This time, everything is in your way. Beam blocks and gates and missile blocks. Krunchylex handles them with no problem. Strizer with a one beam Idor. Pretty good luck so far. Can he get that 1 round? His opening missile volley looks good. We're gonna check for a brown Yakuza here, and it is brown. Also a 1 round, so Strizer could... Oh no, but he doesn't shoot enough missiles! Oh, let's call it a 2 round. If he can kill phase 2 quickly, he may catch up to Crunchy. Who knows? Crunchy sporting a 1 beam Idor for Natori. Really nice second fight or second phase there for Strizer. So he could possibly be catching up here, having a better fight than Crunchy. Although Crunchy did get a double-double, Strizer's gonna have to deal with just 1 double here. Meanwhile, Krunchylex, I think just way too many charge beams here. At this point, you should be able to spam missiles, call it good to go. The magic number fighting Natori is 48, in that you want to have enough shots, have enough charge beams, power bombs, and missiles to count for 48 hits on Natori. So if you have 45 missiles to start that fight, you theoretically only need a total of 3 power bombs or charge beams, and you should be able to spam missiles. And on your last missile, you will kill Natori, provided you don't tink. Crunchy took it very safe in that fight. Strizer choosing to not freeze SAS. Super swag-like, although he's gonna have to do a lot of jumps here. Oh, and he forgets that there are beam barriers in the way. That is an interesting strategy for Strizer, using that power bomb to destroy those beam blocks in order to get through. Crunchy already done with Sector 4. Or 2. Let's see if Strizer can catch up here. Strizer has 50 missiles, so in theory, he should be able to just spam missiles at Nettori without having to use Charge Beam or Power Bombs. Let's see if he decides to take it safe. Nope, he's going for it. Oh, and he gets hit by that last pellet thing. He's not all the way to the right. Okay, now he is. So he is spamming missiles. This is going to catch him up against Crunchy. Let's just hope he doesn't tink. He has room to tink 2 missiles. He did tink 1 in an otherwise perfect fight. Oh, he's out of missiles now. Kind of need to hit the core with the missile. Ooh, that green X. Okay. Strizer did finish the boss fight faster than Crunchy, but he is having a lot of difficulty here destroying this core X. And he's going to lose a lot of time here. He's rushing those missiles. It's just really frustrating when that happens as a runner. Krunchylex successful in the Nightmare Shine Spark. He wasn't. He's ahead of his PB. He should have done a space boost. IMO. Crunchy with very nice movement in this room, taking no damage at all and not stopping for anything. He's full up on health and missiles. He should not get this red X, but something tells me that he will. Oh, I think he tried for that E-Tank and could not get it. If you try for that E-Tank, you can tell because you're going to the right instead of falling straight down. Oh, Crunchy gets hit trying to charge beam Nightmare's first phase. He's taking excessive hits here. He needs to be really careful. He's got basically 2 E-Tanks left. And I think that's a 3 hit and you're done. So, or maybe 4 or 5. Either way, you gotta, oh, please, oh no. Can't do this to me. He's got it though. Oh, he needs to be careful though. The Core X could still kill him in 1 shot or 1 hit. Please be really careful about this. Wisely decides to pick up the yellow X's here, just in case. I don't know if he knows that he has a good lead and could afford to do something like that. Crunchy getting that sweet spot in an otherwise exciting fight. Oh, we're gonna see a high 5 here. Well, hello, fellow runner. Oh, how do you do? I'm faster than you. I have the gravity suit. Crunchy navigating through lower sector 4 just fine. Strizer with really bad RNG on the Idor. It seems like he has always been getting bad RNG. I don't remember a time where he got a 0 beam. Actually, just once during wide beam, but that's it. Let's see what kind of nightmare fight Strizer has here. First phase looks pretty good. One more. to phase him into the face melter. Looking pretty good so far on Strizer's end. Really nice manipulation. Very, very nice. He's gonna kill Nightmare here in an almost optimal fight. Oh, I don't think he landed any double though. So we're gonna see 6 shots on that core. Even though I think Strizer had the better fight between the two. But still, we're getting to that point now where all of this could be too little too late. Strizer really needs to pick up the pace, up the ante, and other metaphors if he wants to be in this. Strizer running a little bit too far, IMO. He's gonna get this speed booster a lot sooner. Meanwhile, Crunchy picking up the fusion that were added to missiles. Oh, mini Dragon in the way. Strizer with an interesting strategy here, planting Power Bomb early instead of attempting a space jump. Speed jump to get through those blocks. I think that if you're not consistent with the speed jump, then that is a good alternative strategy because you minimize the time loss there. Planting that Power Bomb early makes sure those blocks are destroyed and would be destroyed faster than if you were to roll up on there and plant a regular bomb. So good on him. Crunchy heading down to Sector 6 now. What does NOC mean for Sector 6? Like, nocturnal? Something Operation Center? I don't even get it though. Why is it nocturnal? Was everything asleep? It don't look like anything is asleep in that sector. What does N mean if it was something Operation Center? Strizer going with the 100% strats of getting through that barrier. Hey, if it works, it works. Crunchy about to enter the restricted area here while Strizer is picking up the diffusion missiles.
Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization.
Alright, we get it. I mean, what do you want us to do if the lady says no entry without authorization and then you leave? Why is she still telling me if I'd already left? Here comes the box fight. I think Crunchy missed a missile. Yeah, 2-shot, 3-shot. He missed 2 missiles in the opener sequence. So he gets 1 extra jump there, but 1 extra jump is actually pretty good. It's as good as you're gonna get if you don't get the perfect fight. So decent fight there from Crunchy, almost getting that sweet spot though. Maybe 1 pixel too far to the left or right. Huh?
without
No entry without authorization. Well,
warning.
where do I
No
get
entry
authorization?
without authorization. Warning. No entry without authorization. Warning. No entry without authorization. Warning. No entry without authorization.
Alright. Crunchy's gonna free some Metroids here while Strizer's on his way to fight Box 2. Oh, oh, he got it. I thought he wasn't gonna get it.
60 seconds to isolation lockdown.
Of all the... So, as you know, Metroid Fusion has 3 countdown sequences. All the Metroids that we have, what is your favorite countdown sequence? Krunchylex only has Ridley and SA-X to go. According to the chat, he is at hyper speed pace, ahead of his PB by over a minute apparently. Oh, Strizer not planting that bomb fast enough. He's gonna have to deal with a pretty angry Box here. Let's see if he can control him. It looks good so far. He's manipulating Box to the left so that it guarantees that Box does not jump into him. I think Strizer is playing more for safety here than for speed. Krunchylex making one actual good use of a diffusion missile. Oh, he forgets to kill the other set of spitters here. Unless he did that intentionally. Not the fastest gold pirate fight, but he did kill the gold pirates in quick manner. So if that's part of his intended strategy, he could still very well be ahead of his PB. And another zero beam. Krunchylex must have had, like, I don't know, less than 10 beams total in this game? That's crazy. Krunchylex showing us all how it's done. How to kill Ridley 101. The idea is that you want to shoot your wave beam across Ridley's chest diagonally so that that wave beam gets the maximum amount of frames inside Ridley's hitbox. Is that a double? Crunchy with the doubles? Oh dang! Very nice fight for Crunchy. I think he did get a double. Very, very nice. Strizer, meanwhile, getting reprimanded by Adam, Samus's only friend and only person that Samus talks to. But how could he yell at me like that? He's all that I have. Krunchylex all but 2 bosses away from the end of this run. And if he keeps it up, he's going to finish this run with a race win, a race PB, as well as a personal PB. Strizer on his way to fight Ridley, but he's being gated by the gold pirates right now. Don't pick that red X up. I know you want it, but don't pick it up. Those X's are needed to spawn the gold pirates. Crunchy just 2 rooms away from the most boring part of the game. If you forgot your pizza in the microwave, now's a good time to get it. Meanwhile, Strizer fighting Ridley in mute so that my ears don't get blown out. Pretty good fight so far by Strizer, keeping Ridley on the right side there and avoiding getting grabbed, which is for the most part what you want to do. As long as you can avoid getting grabbed, Ridley kind of just flies around there and does nothing really. Oh, shoots a missile a little bit too early. I don't see any doubles so far. Can you get the last one? Ah, no. It's all good. A decent Ridley fight there for Strizer. Ooh. I know that feeling when you forget that you have Speed Booster on. Crunchy could have lost a little bit of time there by Shine Sparking. How dare you, Adam? First you yell at me, and now you want me to stay here? Don't you love me anymore? Said Samus. And Adam's like, yo, I'm a computer. Go find a real person. Eyeballs wide open. That's an order. The door is finally open for Krunchylex to continue and finish the game. Meanwhile, Strizer space jumping his way to the top of the pirate shaft in Sector 1. And it won't be long before he starts talking to Adam. If I were Crunchy, if I were in Crunchy's shoes right now, I would probably be sweating bullets. Like, I'm on PB pace. Everything is going right so far. So far. We'll see. Can Crunchy keep the nerves in check? Stay calm and handle this SAX fight properly. Alright, he's got it under control. One more shot. Very nice. He's standing a little too close, but that's just me. Yeah. He needs more shots in. Okay, that should do it. Good job from Krunchylex. Now all that there is left is the Core X. Oh, and he misses. He whiffs that missile completely. He's deciding to fight Core X from the ground a la Box 2 style. And then on that very last one, he should be baiting it to the top. There you go. Good fight for Krunchylex. Strizer, meanwhile, still getting reprimanded by Adam.
Propulsion sequence activated. Destination planet
Propulsion sequence activated. I wonder if that's part of like this whole laboratory's book, like standard operating procedures. In case something goes wrong, send this send the ship, the station into a planet. Like, because it looked like Samus just pressed like 3 buttons. Just a few seconds away from victory here for Krunchylex. Will he be able to finish with a PB? Strizer, though, still... The wind spark! The wind spark. I'm telling you, it's nerves, man. He's got sweaty fingers right now, and his thumb just rotated from right to upright. You know how it is when you're playing with sweaty fingers and you just like, your finger slips and you press something that you didn't want to.
to destination.
Can he get the stun lock here and the quick kill? Oh, he gets the swipe. It's gonna be really hard to control Omega at this point. In and out, just like Muhammad Ali. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Duck, dip, dodge, dive, dip, and dodge. GG from Krunchylex. Strizer, on the other hand, just about to finish the SAX fight, Phase 1. Like I predicted, Krunchylex finishes with the blue numbers on screen, indicating a PB. Congratulations to Krunchylex. Strizer here, going for the safety strats on the final core of the game, keeping it locked there under that platform with its eye facing outward, so it does not shoot at Samus. Very nice, consistent strat.
Propulsion sequence activated. Destination planet SR-388.
Right.
Activated.
This is Strizer's moment of glory. Can he finish this game and make this the second race in the tournament with no deaths? It's the third now. Setting up for the low height. Oh, the medium height. He's gonna bonk that ceiling tile. Here we go. Last fight of the game. Said Omega. that sound? It sounds like a higher pitched version of Phantoon when Phantoon dies. Oh wow! Or something like that. Alright, can you get the stun lock? Let's see here. Oh, steps in a little bit too close. He's gonna have to deal with Omega the intended way. Dodging that swipe. Dodging that second swipe. And the third. Make it look all too easy. GG for Strizer. Congratulations to both runners. GG on a very good race. And I have with me Krunchylex, the winner of this race. Congratulations, Crunchy, on a race win and a PB. How are you feeling?
My heart rate is still probably twice what it normally is.
Yeah, that's what I expected. That last wind spark that you had, I said, Crunchy's got some sweaty fingers right now. I know it.
Actually, I was laughing pretty hard at that. Because I think I was just trying to move my hand so fast and my hand just slipped up and I just hit the diagonal. I was like, well, crap.
What did I say, chat? I called it. Alright? But this, apparently you're over a minute ahead of your PB, or around a minute?
No, I was over a minute ahead in two different spots, at the powerbomb split and at after Nightmare, but I ended up dropping back down to only about 30 seconds ahead. Now it's still a 50. Didn't hit the 50. But at this point, that means it's a low 50. So that 49 is just staring me in the face.
Yeah, it's almost there.
Still feel pretty satisfied with that run, though. I mean, I was ahead the entire time. I have not had a run this solid in many, many days. Practice has not been most fruitful, but this one just felt good.
Yeah, I mean, throughout the entire race, you looked like you were executing things well. Having only, a few minor mistakes here and there, but like the bigger strats and like the big time savers, you were executing pretty well. So yeah, it's just a matter of time, man, before you get that sub 50.
That's I'm hoping. I might even push it further than that when I'm feeling saucy. Although, how about that Nightmare fight?
Oh yeah. You almost died, and I think the chat stopped chatting because they were afraid or something.
I actually took a serious chance there because I was at 20 minutes. If it touches me again, I'm dead. It's flying in from the right. I'm going to jump up on the wall. It's either going to stop and I'll be able to shoot it, or it's just going to fly right into me and a GG. And thankfully that worked out.
I did notice that it looked like you were attempting to get the E-Tank above Nightmare. Were you?
Oh, no, I was not. No. I usually do 4 E-Tanks. Is all I do.
Okay. So yeah, I was going to say that if you did die there, I would have blamed you not picking that E-Tank up. But everything went well, and you got that PB, so congratulations.
Yeah, and I managed to catch the tail end of that. It looks like Strizer was staying right in my tail the whole time. I had a feeling we were going to be right on top of each other, so I was just focusing on just trying to execute as best as I could, because I knew if I made too many mistakes, he was going to be pulling ahead.
Yeah, I mean, he kept it pretty close, up until he had a pretty bad Ceres fight, and then from then on, your lead just kept building and building and building. So, I mean, I think it's a combination of your better execution as well as better RNG, because we were comparing Idor RNG and Boss RNG, and every single time it was like, oh, Country got the better RNG this time. So
that was some of the best Yakuza RNG I've gotten in many days. only did one extra cycle. I was like, oh, there we go.
Oh, this is your PB.
Yeah.
Now you have to race against a 0-beam 1-round Yakuza.
No,
and you're going to cry every single time.
Let me tell you about my previous PB. In my previous PB, all the splits from Yakuza through Ridley were gold. Racing against that was incredibly depressing. I'm much happier with these splits.
Yeah, I mean, whew.
Yeah, fucking red doors, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough for you in the near future.
My sum of best is under an hour 21 now, which is the next. I was really hoping to get that soon, so I just feel really good about this, and it was a good race too. Like I was really worried that I was gonna have a death there. It started gonna have a death. We had a lot of deaths, but both of us finished without with not too much trouble. So I'm glad. I hope that was a fun watch for everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so we're about to get Strizer on here. And there is Strizer. How were you feeling, Strizer? Apparently you were saying that you were 4 seconds from your PB. Your mic is muted, by the way, if you're trying to talk. We're gonna look at Strizer's clear time here, 53. Looks just about right. Crunchy with a 122 RTA versus Strizer's 125 RTA, a 3-minute difference. 3-minute difference in in-game time. So looking pretty good. Oh, Strizer left the Discord.
I think maybe he might be just trying to reset his Discord. I know sometimes I restarted it. Its mic's not working.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, I gotta work on my text mashing though. I lost quite a few seconds in text mashing. It feels like. Oh, I think he's back.
All right, is Strizer able to talk now?
Strizer, you're muted. Oh, looks like he's having trouble with Discord. Just doesn't want to cooperate.
Here, let me try to unmute. I'll try to unmute here. Let's see. Did that work? No. Ooh.
Oh. That's unfortunate. Sometimes just Discord just decides, you know what? No voice for you.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. Well,
but Strizer, you can hear me. GG to you though. Looks like we were pretty close to each other the entire race there, which is awesome. Oh, he left.
That's all right. Maybe next time we will catch an interview with him in his next race. So I'm looking at the bracket here, and you are going to advance. Where did you advance to? Oh, you're going to play against Paulsmore.
Oh, good.
How are you feeling about that?
My odds don't look good. Paulsmore is nothing if not consistent. So, at least the in tournament races, I guess accounts differ, but all the races I've seen him run, he's played pretty consistently. So I'm gonna have to bring my A game and up my A game before then I want to even have a shot. So we'll see what happens.
Well, at least we know you're in top form now. No rust. Getting PBs in races.
Yo.
We should expect nothing but the best from you.
Well, that's a good mentality to have. I'm going to try to keep that in mind.
All right then. Well, let's see. Today is Wednesday.
Sure is.
Coming up next is Super Metroid. I think it's the random category tournament or something like that.
Ooh, yeah. It's actually been a pretty cool tourney. You have everything from a GT code classic to any percent to low percent ice, all sorts of categories. It's a different race every time. It's pretty slick.
Yeah, and they got like randomizer in there too,
and double anti bingo. I mean, all sorts of wild stuff. It's a good time. I've been enjoying that one.
Yeah, too bad there's no X-ray climb percent. But I mean,
God, major
well.
glitches is so wild in Super Metroid.
All right. That is all I have. Thanks again, Crunchy, for putting up a very good race. Finally, somebody who can put a PB up in a race and not die. Getting
I was
tired of
worried about
seeing.
it. I took a couple of safety saves there. I didn't want to take the chance.
Yep, and I mean, and you got some good stuff for it. So, congratulations once again. And
Thank you.
we are looking forward to seeing your race against Pawsmore in the next round. Do you have
I'm looking
any
forward to
last? Do you have any last comments before we cut the race here or the stream?
Just GG to Strizer. Ross, thanks for talking over it. You had to do it solo, but I want to go back and watch it and listen to your commentary. And thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it.
All right. Like Crunchy said, thank you everyone for watching. And if you are interested in that Super Metroid tournament, it's coming up here in about 20 minutes. So hold on to your seat. Go pee. Go get your pizza out of the microwave. Come back here in 20 minutes to watch some really good Super Metroid races. Once again, I am Rasu123. With me is Crunchy, the winner of this race. Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks to Fiesel and the Speed Gaming staff for putting up this tournament for us. Always thankful. And we will see you again next time. Have a good night, everybody.